After leaving Applecross, the time has come to tackle the famous Applecross Pass at Bealach na Bar, which is the Gaelic name for Pass of the Cattle. Bealach na Bar is one of the highest and dramatic mountain roads in the United Kingdom. Located in Western Ross, it connects Applecross to the A896 to Tonnerpress and is about 11 miles long. Applecross Pass is one of the highest paved roads in the United Kingdom, with an elevation of 2,054 feet, including alpine-style hairpins, which are rare in the United Kingdom. The entire crossing is by a narrow single-track road which passes places which is not suitable for larger vans, caravans or larger motorhomes, with steep gradients up to 20% in places. It's not for the faint-hearted. In some places there are no crash barriers, which can be a bit alarming. It's always a good idea to check the weather before going. Fog, ice and strong winds can make it extremely dangerous, but we found taking it slow and using passing places properly that it wasn't too bad. On a clear day the views are spectacular, with views over the Isle of Skye. The road is popular with photographers, bikers and driving enthusiasts, and is frequently listed as one of the best driving roads in the UK. For centuries, local crofters used this steep route to drive cattle to market on the east coast. You can imagine herding livestock up those gradients in wind and rain. Before cars, before tarmac in the 18th and 19th century, the pass was a driver's route. Cattle were driven from the remote Applecross Peninsula across Bealach na Bar towards markets in places like Inverness. The journey was brutal. Steep gradients of 1 in 5, sudden mists would swallow up a whole herd, with snow drifts that lasted into late spring. Drovers sometimes lost animals and occasionally men to sheer drops or sudden storms. Locals still speak of hearing cattle lowing in heavy fog. After the Jacobite uprisings, the British government invested heavily in Highland infrastructure to improve military access, control remote areas and to encourage economic development. In 1822, the pass was engineered into a proper road under the direction of Thomas Telford, a great Scottish road builder of the early 19th century. Telford's road builders carved dramatic hairpins into the mountainside, creating what remains of one of Britain's most alpine-style roads. Unlike many other Highland roads, this one climbs directly over the mountain rather than around it. Applecross and its famous pass are not just remarkable for engineering, they are steeped in Highland folklore where history, landscape and the supernatural intertwine. In Gaelic tradition, Bealach na Bar is a liminal space, a threshold between the human world and the realm of the fair folk. Here's a darker, more haunting version of a journey across Bealach na Bar, inspired by true stories and folklore. This is the story of the fog that swallowed Applecross. It was mid-November, the wind already carrying the first cold of winter. A lone drover, eyes sunken from weeks on the road, led his cattle up the pass. The mist rolled in faster than he expected. One moment he could see the next hairpin, the next it was gone, swallowed by white that moved like living water. A cow stumbled, the sound of hooves on rock echoed endlessly. He reached for his staff, but it felt impossibly long, as if the fog had stretched time itself. Then he heard it, a low guttural moan. That wasn't a cow, not human either. Somewhere above, the cloud shifted, and a shadow stood on the ridgeline, too tall to be a human, too solid to be missed. "Ho!" he called, but his voice vanished in the wind. The cattle panicked. One slipped over the edge. He tried to save it, but the ground crumbled beneath him. He grabbed the halter of another, but the weight pulled him sideways. By the time the sun finally broke through the clouds, the pass was quiet. No cattle, no shadow, only a smear of blood on the stone. The drover made it to Applecross, shaking, pale. He never spoke of what he saw. Locals whispered that the fair folk of the mountains had claimed a soul that day. Even today, hikers and drivers still tell stories. A vehicle stopping mid-hairpin for no reason. Shadows on the ridge that vanish when approached. Unexplained gusts pushing people sideways. Bealach na Bar is more than a road. It's a place where nature, history and legend converge. A warning carved into stone that the mountains are older than men, and sometimes they would take what they will. As we reach the last stretch of this iconic drive, high up on Bealach na Bar, the road winds through dramatic hillsides with Loch Horn visible down below, a long narrow sea loch framed by mountains. The sweeping remote landscape stretches out towards the coast, often with clear views of neighbouring peaks and water on a good day. From this elevated viewpoint, you're essentially looking down the hairpins towards the Horn, with Ben Barn rising steeply beyond, and the water and the Torridon Mountains forming a deeper backdrop. heading for our last night on the NC500. We had found a charming no-frills campsite with beautiful views over Loch Carron and the surrounding hills. Often referred to as the wee campsite, it's a small friendly campsite situated in Loch Carron. It's an easy 5-minute walk to the local shops, pubs and amenities in Loch Carron. The campsite has been in the same family for many years and is a cheap stop for motorhomers, hikers and backpackers. It's open from March around to late September and is only bookable by email. If you're looking for a stopover, give it a go and you won't be disappointed.
Teach me tiger law. Read to me a poem. Sing to you a song. Drunk in my devotion. Laid out on your chest. Student of abandon. With you I am blessed. All I want's in a dream. We are together. You could call it a vision or a tether. All at once I can see it put back together. You could call it a vision or a tether.
So our road trip to the NC500 is nearly over and we are back in the Black Isle. We have travelled a total of 615 miles to complete the circuit. It's taken us nearly 2.5 weeks and really we have just scratched the surface. I would thoroughly recommend that if you're going to do this trip, make sure you have plenty of time. The views, especially the west coast, are truly stunning. We were a bit worried that we would run out of provisions, but that really wasn't the case. Make sure you'll plan your route, especially campsites that do get booked up at busy times of the year. The people we found were really friendly. The only thing I have to say is respect the environment and the people that live there. It can't be easy with all the popularity of the route and the influx of tourists.